everybody, this is Mr. Rob, and welcome back to another episode of the Los Angeles Clippers MyNBA series here on NBA 2K24, where for the first time we travel to the Kia Center. No, not the first time we've been to this arena, but the first time since it's been renamed the Kia Center, to face the 16-14 Orlando Magic. And what is one of the more intriguing young teams in the NBA, the Magic, have put together a very solid young core. In the offseason, added that man, Klay Thompson, to the squad, signed a 3-year, $83 million contract to come to Orlando, Florida. So let's get our first look at this squad. If you guys are ready for this one, if you're excited, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more basketball content. The support on this channel has been awesome recently. I cannot thank you guys enough. We're up over 1,500 subscribers. Just so thank you guys so much. But here we go to the game. We're going to start off with Kawhi Leonard with a right-hand slam. Welcome back, Kawhi. He has been out of action for quite some time with a broken left thigh, but the claw is back healthy, and he's back in the lineup. And he starts off strong with the right-hand slam. First possession here now for the Magic, as they'll be wearing their statement blues tonight, while we are wearing our association whites. As here's Franz Wagner trying to drive on George, and he has to throw it up, and he hooks it off of the backboard. Nice shot there for one of their star young players. One of many on this Magic squad. That is one of the contending teams in the Eastern Conference. Next possession here for the Clippers. Here's Kawhi going one-on-one with Paolo, and he gets fouled, so he will go to the line. Leonard, his numbers won't wow you this season, only 15.1 points per game, but he's also never missed a free throw this year. Yes, he did miss a lot of time with an injury, but the fact that he hasn't missed a free throw yet is pretty impressive, and it stays strong here as he makes the first two. Lineup on the court for the Magic, it's Isaiah Collier, Klay Thompson, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter, while for the Clippers we see Nashawn Highland, James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Ivica Zubac. First shot of the day for Klay Thompson is off the mark, the longtime splash bro in Golden State. As here's Leonard to the basket, and he finishes at the rim. Kawhi Leonard, just like that, has all 6 so far of the Clippers' points in this ball game, trying to make up for lost time because of his injury. Here's Wagner with it, being guarded by George, over to Thompson, who gets wide open off the screen, and he knocks down the triple, the former Golden State Warrior. Might not be a splash bro with Curry, but he's a splash bro for life. Continues to hit the 3-ball at a very efficient rate. Possession here for the Clippers. Highland off of the screen, pulls it back. Over to George in the corner, going to reset. Now James Harden at the top of the key. Screen right side. Wide open for Harden for 3, and he's a little strong off of the left side of the rim. Rebounded here by the Magic. Banchero over to Wagner. Guarded by George. And good defense here by PG-13, not allowing Wagner to get to the basket. 7 seconds left to go here now on the shot clock. Here's Collier, who floats in a little too strong of his own. Rebounded by Bones. He's going to quickly push the pace, get to the basket, and lay it up and in. Nice coast-to-coast play there by Nashawn Highland, who we talked about as a very good microwave scorer for this team. With our big 3 healthy, it'll be interesting to see how they use Highland. He's starting tonight, and I almost feel like he'd be more effective off the bench. Shot no good for Banchero on the low block. Good defense there by the Claw. As on the other end, a tip pass is going to end up in the hands of Collier, and Collier's going to throw it down with 2 hands. The number 8 overall pick out of USC gets on the board to start his day. One of the young guards that was part of that Trojan lineup a year ago, and like the acquisition by the Magic in the draft, be very interested to see what he's able to do. Leonard for 3, that rolls around the rim and misses. So rebounded here by the Magic. 8-7 your score. Collar will set at the top of the key. And there's going to be a screen off ball. It's illegal. So we'll cut later into the first quarter now. A 24-23 lead here for the Magic. 1 point separates these two squads. With a minute and a half to go as there's a missed 3. Rebounded here by the Clippers. Chris Dunn now part of this second unit's in. George still in the game though. He's the only starter still on the court for LAC. As he gets the screen left side from Korkmaz, and he will float it up and in. Paul George averaging 25 points per game this season. Able to float that one, kiss it off the glass, and the Clippers have regained the lead. There's Wagner, long 2, trying to answer right back off the mark. Korkmaz with the rebound. He will push it up the court himself. Stops and just gives it up to Dunn. Dunn with a pump fake. Pulls it back. Here's George getting open off the ball. Screen now from Dunn right side. George, path to the basket, uses his strength. Good box out on Suggs. Able to use his body so well in order to get positioning, and he takes it right to the rack. Now a 27-24 lead. Here's Suggs off of the screen. Gives it up for the other Wagner. That's Moritz Wagner, as he's able to slam it down. Nice pick and roll offense there by the Magic. 38 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. As George will have it being guarded by Suggs on the left side. He's going to dribble it out a little bit. Try to take his man isolation. And George will instead dump it inside to Love on the post. Kevin Love out back to George. 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. George, he's going to pull up and fire a three, and he's going to knock it down. Paul George, clutch run downtown. Push the lead back up to 4. It's been all PG-13 after it was all Kawhi Leonard in the opening parts of the quarter. Speaking of quarter, it's winding down. Here's Franz is going to take a deep three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Korkmaz. He will heave a shot that will not be good regardless, and it's not even close. And the Clippers will take a 30-26 lead after the first quarter. We'll stay with this one, though, on the other side of the intermission to begin the second quarter. We'll see how both these teams start to their second frame. Currently on the court for the Magic, it's Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs, Moritz Wagner, Jonathan Isaac, and Paolo Banchero. Fultz over to Banchero from the corner for 3. He knocks it down. The #1 pick back in 2022, a couple of years ago, with a tray ball. That cuts the lead back down to 1 for the Clippers. On the other end, here's Chris Dunn over to Blake Griffin, who has announced that he will retire at the end of the year. So this is the last time we see Griffin in the NBA, as there's a foul called on Kevin Love. Banchero is called for his 3rd foul of the night. A little bit of trouble in the foul department as he will go back to the bench. Love missed the first free throw, and he misses the second as well. So 0 for 2 there for Kevin Love. That's not the trip you want. Meanwhile, on the other end, Fultz is going to get an and 1. Chris Dunn called for the foul, but it's the former #1 overall pick back in 2017 who will go to the line. He will miss his free throw, however. So Magic have a couple of #1 overall picks on their squad. They now herd a 1-point lead, as here's a long 2 from Morris that rolls around the rim. No good. Magic on pushing the pace. Fultz being guarded by George. Cuts back, tries to get to the basket. Good defense by George. And he gets him on the air, though, but he leaves it short. Rebounded by the Clippers. On the other end, Chris Dunn finds a cutting Morris, but great interception by Wagner. Able to jump the lane. He will push it the other way himself. Give it up to Suggs off of the screen. Now up to Wagner. Over to the other Wagner. Franz trying to drive inside. He gets Morris in the air, and he's a little too strong. Rebounded here by the Clippers. As George has it left side, he's going to try to drive in, and he gets actually deflected by the rim. Got a little too aggressive there on the layup. On the other end, Suggs with it. Over to Isaac for 3, and he knocks it down. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Jonathan Isaac, and the Magic are coming out firing. The Clippers have yet to score a point here in the second quarter, and we're about 2 minutes in. Trying to end that here on this possession. Dunn screen from Griffin. Inside for George on the low block. Bodying Suggs down in the paint. Spins to his left and too strong. George can't get it to go on the low block. Suggs with the rebound. Pushes the pace. Back over to Isaac. Now hands it off for Franz. He'll drive right side. Has Morris on him. And he picks up his dribble. Goes up with it and kisses it off the glass. And the Magic will force the Clippers to call a timeout. It's a 10-0 run to begin the second quarter. A couple minutes later, the Clippers have weathered the storm. They've at least regained the lead, now 46-44 as we're inside 5 minutes to go here in the half. But here's a 3-ball for the Magic that gives the lead right back. That is Franz Wagner with the 3-pointer, and the Magic have outshot the Clippers from downtown with 5 extra threes. There's been one thing that's been this Clippers' Achilles heel this season. It's been their 3-ball. They have not been one of the better 3-point shooting teams in the NBA. That's something that they've been looking to potentially change, especially as the trade deadline approaches. Collier drives inside. He will get to the rim and get it to go. The Trojan again finds the bottom of the net. His 8th point of the night. He's been one of the better rookies so far this season. He's now trailing by 3. Love off the screen. He hands it off for Leonard. Comes around the edge. Kawhi driving on Klay. Draws a double. Leonard hands it off for Highland. Finds a wide open Harden for 3 right side, and he doesn't get it to go. Another rare miss from downtown for James Harden. He has yet to connect from the 3-point line. Instead, on the other end, the Magic. Franz taking Morris isolation. Drives, pulls up, fires, too strong. Rebounded by Morris. Highland pushes up the court. Here's Leonard. He's going to stop fire for 3, and Kawhi is going to drill it. Kawhi has been on fire tonight, rarely missing. And he will get a tray ball to go, and that'll tie us up at 49 apiece. About 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Suggs dribbling it out. It's over to Thompson. Play over to Jonathan Isaac. Hands it off for Thompson again. He fires for 3, and it's a little bit to the left. Rebounded by Kawhi. He pushes it up himself. Pulls it back. He has a cutting Highland. He's a little late on the pass, though. Highland was wide open instead. The hesitation allowed Isaac to pick it off. Now here's the Magic on the other end. Suggs back to the top of the key. Screen right side for Collier. Back over to Franz. Pulls up from the mid-range, and the toilet bowls around and is unable to go. Unlucky shot there for the Magic. Kawhi again with another rebound. Pushes up to the court himself. He's going to set on the right side. Double screen incoming. Kawhi will use it. He'll get to the rim. He'll draw the foul. We'll go to the end of the half where it's a 56-55 lead here for the Clippers. Neck and neck here in Orlando. Who will get the win? We'll have to find out in the second half. Here's a look back at the numbers here in the first half. Kawhi Leonard with 22 first half points. Leads all scorers. While Collier actually leads the way for the Magic, but only with 8. More of a team effort there for Orlando, while the Clippers have been pushing on the back of Leonard and George. Back to the action here to begin the second half. As Isaiah Collier will dribble it up the court for the Orlando Magic. Gets it up now here for Thompson. Wide open 3 to begin, and no, he's not able to get it to go. Klay Thompson not as efficient from beyond the arc as he usually is. Now here's the time for the first possession for the Clippers in the second half. Highland gets the screen, dishes out Leonard for 3, and he's got it. A swish ball there for Kawhi Leonard. Already starting here on the board in the second half. He's up to 25 points on the night. All up by 4. Here's Boncaro wide open on the backdoor screen. Nice find there by Collier. Good off-ball movement by the Magic. Lead back down to 2 as Boncaro missed a lot of the first half with those 3 fouls. As Highland gets the screen right side, drives to the rim, dishes it out, finds Leonard in the corner again for 3, and again he drills it. Kawhi Leonard is shooting on another level here tonight. You can see the breakdown, 17 in the first, only 5 in the second. He did sit for most of the second quarter. And he's already got 6 points here in the third, despite the quarter only being about a minute old. Boncaro for 3 off the mark, rebounded by Highland. Up to Harden, up to Leonard. He's going to pull again from 3, and he's going to drill it. 3 third quarter threes already for Leonard, and we're not even 2 minutes into the quarter. He pushes his tally up some more, up to 9 here in the third quarter. Is now trailing by 8. The Magic trying to answer back. Boncaro with it left side. He's being guarded by the Claw. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Boncaro finds a cutting Thompson at the rack, and he gets it to go. Nice job by Klay Thompson. He's been a little bit ineffective from 3, so what does he do? He does a nice job of getting to the basket and scoring. It's now 65-59 your score. As Highland off of the screen is going to drive inside, dishes up for Leonard, and he's going to kiss it off the gas. And he has all 11 of our points here in the second half. Kawhi Leonard cannot be stopped. Up to 33 points already on the evening. On the other end, Harden, I thought, got a tip of that one. Instead, it ends up in the hands of Boncaro, who kisses it off the glass. Cuts the lead back down to here for 6. Leonard back with the ball. Why not put it back in his hands as he gets the screen right side? He drives to the rack, and he kisses it off the glass again. 13 straight points for Kawhi Leonard. He's got 35 on the night in only 19 minutes, and he's shooting 59%. Leonard is on a tear tonight as there's a great move by Banchero. He's trying to go tit for tat. He's up to 11 now. He leads all Orlando Magic in scoring as he tries to keep pace with the guy he's guarding tonight in Kawhi Leonard. Here's Highland with it. Over to George. Leonard in the far corner. EG's going to get a screen from Zubats. He's going to drive himself. He's going to get fouled. And we'll go a little bit later into the third quarter. Now 78-71. As you would think with the way Kawhi started, this lead would be more. But Paolo Banchero has done a very good job at keeping the Magic on pace. They're only trailing by 7. There's inside 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As Thompson now with it left side. He's going to pull from the mid-range 2. It's a little short. Rebounded by Highland. He's going to dribble it up himself, cut it back to the right side. He finds Love in the corner, and K. Love is not going to knock down the triple. He's seen his percentages drop this season. The former Miami Heat forward. It's now on the other end. Banchero draws Highland. There's a mismatch here. If the Magic want to take advantage of it, they're going to get the screen, and he's going to try to drive inside. He dishes it in for Carter. Over to Thompson, back to Banchero. 4 seconds left to go. Alley tries to drive left side. Step back, right hook. A little too strong. Good defense there by Highland despite the mismatch. As on the other end, George gets pit-pocketed. Isaiah Collar with the cookies, and he's got the ball going the other way. Good transition defense, though, by the Clippers. Will shut that down. 4 minutes left to go here in third quarter. Back in the hands of Banchero. Being guarded by Love now. Gets a screen right side from Carter. He dishes it inside. Now up to Collier. Back to Banchero. 3 seconds to go here on the shot clock. He's got to heave up a 3, and he knocks it down with a hand in his face. The former overall pick at Duke able to get it down. He continues his hot quarter. He's got the Magic only down by 4. There's one good thing about being in foul trouble in the first half is the fact that you're fresh here for the second. Here's Paul George, and he answers right back. It's beautiful space off of the screen. He knocks down a tray ball of his own back to a 7-point lead. Magic now with the ball. Collier at the top. Inside for Banchero. Zubats is there. Gets a nice hand on that one. I think they did get a piece of it. That's going to be a block. The other way go the Clippers. Highland will pull it back. He'll reset. He's going to dish it inside. Leonard now on the low post. Draws a double team. Leonard quickly realizes it. Finds a wide open Love for 3. And again, he can't get it to go. Kevin Love, you got to hit some of those shots, man. Wasted opportunity as now the Magic are going to fire a long 2, and Banchero is going to knock it down. He enters takeover mode. Kawhi Leonard got 13 straight points for the Clippers, but Banchero might be outscoring him this quarter. Now a 5-point difference here as Highland with it. Gets a screen right side. He's going to drive to the rack. He's going to try to throw it down, but he gets an and 1 thanks to the foul. We'll go to the end of the third quarter with the Magic. Trail now by 10 to the Los Angeles Clippers here at home. Still a 10-point lead as we're inside 9 minutes to go here in this one. Time starting to dwindle down here for the Magic while the Clippers trying to put this one away and get their 13th win of the season. George with a miss off of the mid-range 2 as the Magic are in team takeover mode. So something to watch here. Suggs using his handles. He gets to the rim and he gets fouled. Draw the foul from Blake Griffin, another former #1 overall pick. Suggs to the line. He'll knock down the first free throw. And Jalen Suggs for his second. It'll be up, and it'll be no good. A little bit to the right. Blake Griffin with the rebound. He quickly dishes it up to Dunn, who quickly finds a cutting Highland, and great transition offense there by the Clippers. Not a good job by the Magic getting back there, as it's now an 11-point lead in favor of the road squad. 8 minutes left to go in this one. Suggs with it, top of the key. Letting the shot clock run down. Screen now right side from Carter. Highland does a good job of getting through it, but Suggs with a nice step, but he can't get it to go. Rebounded by Griffin. He gives it up for Chris Dunn. And he will stop with it right side. Finds Highland underneath the basket. Not a good shot. That's not Bones' strength underneath the rim. Instead, the miss will force the Magic to go the other way as Suggs tries to drive inside. Hands it off for Wagner. He's a little short, but what a throw down by Wendell Carter, able to catch it and slam it home. Cuts the lead back down to single digits. 7.5 to go, though. The Magic starting to run out of time. George's going to have it top of the key, being guarded by Wagner. He's going to try to drive left side. Now thinking the right side. Screen from Morris incoming. He gets a pass to the basket. He's going to try to dish it off from Morris. He's going to throw it out of bounds. But we're going to go to the end of this one. The Magic would falter even more later, and the Clippers win 123 to 104. A 19-point win here for the Clippers. They continue to fire on all cylinders here in the fourth quarter, while the Magic falter, and we improve to 13-17. A big win here for LA as we try to get back into that postseason hunt. Magic were led by a couple of 20s from Boncaro and Carter. Thompson had 19. One didn't shoot the ball overly that effective today, while we were led by Paul George, who had 39, but Kawhi Leonard with 38 on more efficient shooting. He also was 1 rebound and 2 assists away from a triple-double. Highland also in the double figures. Harden only had 6 points, did not make a 3-ball. It's uncharacteristic, but hey, we got the win. We get some other news after this game. Marcus Morris Sr. has now informed us that he is going to retire at the end of the year. So we're guaranteed to lose 2 big men after this season. We continue our winning streak now up to 3 as we slaughter the Pelicans 140 to 115. Highland with 39 points leads the way. Here are your players of the week. Cade Cunningham gets it in the East, a new name over there, while Nikola Jokic gets it in the West. Next episode, we will return home to face the Atlanta Hawks, and this is an intriguing team that I want to see. The Hawks are one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, but for some reason, they're starting to sell. They traded DeJounte Murray to the Bulls for Vucevic and a second-round pick. Virtually nothing for him, in my opinion. And now Trae Young has been rumored to go, so this could be the last time we see Young in a Hawks jersey. I'm very interested to see where this team's mindset is at, but that'll be in the next episode. If you enjoyed this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more basketball content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.